Probably my favorite part would be throwing. I just really like the feel of clay. You really have to put everything around you out. You can't be thinking about other stuff. You really have to focus on what's in front of you. So I started learning pottery when I was in high school. I had a really great teacher who ended up being one of my mentors. And then I stopped it during college and started working at a nonprofit after I graduated, and I really missed it. It just really calms me down and, allows me to think and process, and I really miss that. Eventually, my partner encouraged me to start my own business, and we moved to Austin, Texas around that same time, and I had no professional network, so I figured it was a good time to try it. Found a mentor out there and started working under her professionally. So it's been almost 20 years now. Most of the work I do is functional work. So I do a lot of cups and mugs and tumblers. And I started doing dinnerware last year during COVID. And then I do a lot of planters and home decor items. So that kind of inspiration comes from what I want in my own home. I really like different styles. I think, maybe it comes from being Indian and then growing up in the US and, having such a good mix and diversity of, being in Southern California. I don't use molds. I think a lot of production studios do use molds. I make everything on the wheel just because I really like that process. You have to center the clay first. Push a little hole in it. And then build up the wall. You let it dry for a little bit, firm up until you can flip it over and trim it, which is just cleaning up the bottom of it. Then you have to pull a handle. So you make a handle, you let that firm up a little bit, cut it. Attach it on, make sure that it looks good. In the summer, things can dry in like 2 days, whereas in the winter, it takes a long time to dry. So it will take like at least a week. If it's not completely dry, it will explode in the kiln. So you don't want that to happen. So after bisque firing, you take it out and you decorate it. I use wax resist. One of my friends was doing van life for a year and helped me with some website work. And so as a thank you, I started drawing the mountain design for just some custom mugs for him because he really liked Jasper National Park. Now everyone really likes the mountain mug. And then after that, I dip it in the glaze. And clean the bottom off so that it doesn't stick on the shelf. And stick it back in the kiln so that it can be fully fired. And it goes to almost 2,400 degrees. And then you have a finished product. I never thought that I would get this far. I'm very thankful that it has. I'm in stores so it's like LA, Portland, all the way to DC. I love that I'm able to do something that I love as work. I think that's incredible. It's nice to have creativity in your life.